All right, so today we're going to talk about posture versus chronic pain. So the big deal here is like posture is a little bit of a problem for people who have chronic pain, or so you think. So if you're someone who is experiencing chronic pain, but you're struggling with the idea of posture and you try to make it work and it doesn't happen, well, this video is for you. This video is to help you understand why posture is and is not the solution for people who have chronic pain. So if you're ready for this, let's get started. I will go right away into something simple. Posture is like mom. Now, not your mom, but mom, as in it's messy and it's organic and it's a movement. So what I mean by that is that it was louder than I thought. What I mean by that is that when you have a posture, when we have a tendency to think is that it's like a picture. You take a picture and you stay like that, and that's a good posture, right? Or so the saying goes. It's not what I want you to think about. I want you to think about something messy. Like it's messy because we are organism. It's messy because life has chairs and tables and ground, and it's off and on, and everything around needs to be something you adapt to. So it's very important for you to realize that even if you have a picture of a posture in your head, it's not gonna work in every situation. So try to adapt to the messiness of whatever position you're gonna be into, whatever posture you're gonna have. Now, it's organic. What I mean by organic is simply you are an animal. You're fancy and all, but you are an animal. So as an organic, you are not a robot. So whenever you are trying to have a posture, keep that in mind. Don't try to be too mechanical about it. Don't try to be too perfect about it. Messy and organic goes a long way. And third, and very importantly, it's a movement. Yes, it's not a picture, it's a video. When you have a proper posture, you have a posture that adapts to your breath, to your movement, to the person in front of you, to the elements. So it is a movement. It is more something that changes from picture to picture to picture, like a movie, right? So whenever you go into a proper posture and you have chronic pain, try to give yourself some slack. Instead of having an up straight position, don't do that. Try to have a position that is a bit more comfortable. And if it means slouching a little bit, that's fine, as long as this is not the only thing and for everything you do, especially if you're a little too rigid on it, like you will never move. Like I can talk like this and have no movement. It's not messy, it's not organic, it's not a movement, it's just a habitual pattern. But you could have a straight position like this with straight back and be in the same kind of messy position. I'm gonna move a bit the camera and go further out so you can see this. If I'm staying in that position straight up, it's not better. It is not better. It is just another kind of non-organic, not messy picture kind of position. And this is not what you want for your body. And this might actually lead to chronic pain. So there are some research showing that people who have a straight up position might have more low back pain. Guess what? They're engaging their muscle all day. And as they engage their muscle, those lower back muscle that go from the neck to the butt, if you're more in the professional world, we'll make it a bit more specific. But for less professional world, in the body movement pain, you want to think that you have kind of like elastic going from the neck to the butt. If those are always engaged, they get fatigued, and that can lead to that muscle leading into timeout, I need to rest. It's chronic pain. It's one of the possibilities that affect your system. So this is why you want to be a bit more precise about being organic, being messy, being in movement, because that's more what we are able to do. Now, there's more than just posture when it comes to chronic pain, of course, but for now, today we just tackle posture. So we can think also about just sitting at your desk. When you sit at your desk, you're gonna be in a position that is in 90-degree angle. Also goes the saying for people who are doing biomechanics for desk and office. But same thing, if you stay in that position and it's static and it's mechanical and not organic, it's not gonna feel great. So even if you move on your chair, you can cross one leg under and then cross the other one and kind of move around. maybe crisscross applesauce, maybe you're gonna sit on the edge of the chair, maybe you're gonna sit closer to the back of the chair, you're gonna slouch for a moment, maybe you're gonna be erect for a moment, you're gonna remember that you're moving, and as an organism, that movement is what posture is. If you have a stand-up desk, same thing. It's not gonna get better if you stay straight in front of the computer and just tap on it and just not having any movement in your body. So you do want also in a stand-up desk position, be a little bit more organic and kind of go from side to side and try to adapt a little bit. Maybe lean forward and slouch a little bit when you tap on your keyboard. Maybe sometimes get a little bit more straight. Maybe sometimes get on one side and then sometimes the other. That's totally fine, actually. It's not a problem to be in those messy situation, messy position. It's more organic, it's more of a movement, and it is something that you need to pay attention when you do the you go sit at your desk or have a stand-up desk. Now you want also to consider that at first feel your discomfort. Like if you find some discomfort in your body and you do not move, that's not necessarily the ideal. If you do not move and it feels better, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep on doing that. But if you feel discomfort and you don't move and it doesn't get better, then just consider trying something. And sometimes you're gonna hear in the back of your head, so my friend told me I should be standing up straight. They told me that that's a good posture. They told me that I slouch too often. Don't really get your advice from people who are not necessarily professional in the field of chronic pain and posture. They might have a part of the solution, but the complexity of the solution is much bigger. As a matter of fact, whenever you have chronic pain, it is said that you might have more than one problem. It's multifactorial. There are several factors, a multitude of factors. So if it's not one problem and you try to fix it with one solution, chances are it's not gonna happen, right? So you want to consider posture as something that is part of the solution, not necessarily part of the problem. That doesn't mean there are positions you should not get into. Like, for example, if you gotta reach on the side, like this, something very heavy, let's say it's like 40 pounds, and you reach and you're in that awkward position, you're more likely to get injuries, especially if you're not trained for that position, or if you do it for a long period of time. So it is important to consider the complexity of the situation when it comes to posture. But we're gonna sum it up to those 3 words. Yeah, I get back. Your mom, well, not your mom, but mom. Posture is messy, posture is organic, and posture is a movement. Now, think about it very simply like that. And if you remember only one word, it's gonna be movement. Posture is a movement. If you consider that posture is a movement and not a picture, you'll get way better. This way it doesn't make too much sound. You will do way better than if you just think, oh, I need to have that picture in my mind. Okay, so I hope that was useful. I want you to keep on following and subscribe to my channel, because I will come up with a lot more videos with solutions and way to tackle chronic pain in all sorts of ways. The next video coming up will be actually just after that. I'm gonna film it right now, and it's not gonna be about posture, but it's gonna be about chronic pain. So I'm looking forward to have you benefit from this. Just right now as you're watching that video, see how your body feels and try to consider, am I tight? Am I loosey-goosey? Will my cat move like that? Will my dog move like that? Or will they be like this? No, pets are never like tight. They are completely limp most of the time. So you're not too far from that. Try to get better in your body. Try to tackle chronic pain one little thing at a time. And today is try to get that movement. So as I let you go, I hope you feel better. Bye. Where do you stop that? I don't know. Oh, maybe that cross here.